What is an advertisement? At its core, it's just a way for a company or individual to sell their product. But to me, it's so much more than that. It's like a freeze frame of that time and place in history. It's a comment on the fashion, the art style, and the values of a different time and place. That's why I find old advertisements so fascinating. Tonight we're going to be delving deep into my comic book collection of the 80s and 90s and examining some of the old and sometimes comically corny advertisements of yesteryear. So take a look with me at some of these paper time capsules. This is episode number 11 of the Overstimulation Station.
Game reviews and self-defacing entertainment interlacing. Just sit back and start to space out overstimulation. Band reviews or playing skits where I'm a chick worth laying attention, grabbing product placement with the point I'm trying to make is the overstimulation station. Overstimulation station. Overstimulation station. Overstimulation station. Do you remember these ads from the Olympia Sales Club? Holy shit, talk about a bygone era. Look at all these prizes that you can earn by selling a bunch of crap to your friends and family. This was clearly geared towards kids. Check out this sweet RCA CD boombox. You only have to sell 42 items. Or this awesome cordless phone from General Electric. How are you supposed to check Facebook on this, though? Hey, look, a fucking Virtual Boy! Wow! You only have to sell 75 items! I want that. I'm gonna sign up. Just gotta ask for Max.
Are you or is someone in your household 50 years of age or older? Press 1 for yes. If you or someone in your household is 50 years of age or older, otherwise press pound. Find the best security solution for you and your family.
Where's Max? I want my roller skates!
Security, ADT's award-winning
Well, it's obviously a dead number now. September 1996. Well, this ad's about 20 years old now, so hopefully Max moved on to bigger and better things, or maybe he took a long walk off of a short pier after realizing he was conning kids into selling crap like greeting cards, gift wraps, stationery, candy, and neat gifts. Wow, neat gifts. Moving on.
Speaking of the Virtual Boy, here's an ad for one in the same comic. This system sold very poorly and is considered to be one of Nintendo's biggest failures. This ad was clearly printed during the end of the Virtual Boy's life cycle, as the system started out being sold for $179.95 and has now been discounted to only $99. Holy crap, there was actually a store called Nobody Beats the Wiz.
They're bringing me back. Yeah, I'm the Wiz again. I'm the Wiz! I'm the Wiz!
In this Silver Surfer comic from 1987, we see just how bad some ads have aged. This looks straight out of a kid's coloring book. Damn, this looks old. It's like when M&Ms first started out back in the 1940s, they made one ad and said, "Good! Our advertisement budget of $10 has been reached. Now let's try to figure out what the hell nougat is." In this Superboy comic book from 1995, we see an advertisement for the show Reboot. Oh my god, do you remember that show? I vaguely do, and it was kind of weird.
I come from the net, through systems, peoples, and cities, to this place, Mainframe. My format, Guardian, to mend and defend. To defend my newfound friends, their hopes and dreams. To defend them from their enemies.
We had such a collective boner for 3D technology and badly rendered polygons in the 1990s. It even permeated the airwaves with shows like the aforementioned Reboot, Beast Wars, and some other examples that my alcohol-soaked brain can't seem to recall right now, but they were out there. Here we see an ad for the movie Independence Day, a childhood favorite of mine. This ad is from 1997, and finally we start to see signs of the internet slowly creeping its way into our lives. Look down at that small little box at the bottom with that tiny little URL in there that would take you to the movie's website. This was a new concept to most of us children of the 90s. Why did a movie need its own website? But still missing from this ad is all this bullshit. And that's the beauty of old ads. They just told you what the fuck you needed to know. This is what we're selling. This is how much it'll cost. These are the places you can find it. At participating retailers. Hell yeah. They don't give a shit. Figure it out. We know you want it.
Companies nowadays are so damn insecure. They want to be all up in your news feed. They want to be liked by you on all the social media sites. They want you to look at their funny videos with their company branding in it. Like, they're like some petulant little child like, hey mommy, look what I made. Look what I made. Like me, like me, like me. Since when did companies' advertising departments start getting run by insecure teenagers?
Look here, I've spotted a 2-page ad for an extinct species known as the Sega Saturn. The actual planet of Saturn might still be around, but this gaming system sure isn't. This system was one of the many reasons why Sega fizzled out in the console market and concentrated solely on developing games for other systems afterwards. Here we have another 2-page ad, but this time it's for the Bo Jackson fan club. It's a kid who's apparently depressed for some reason, but after joining the Bo Jackson fan club, he became popular, owns a helicopter, and recently purchased Italy and his own football team. At first, I thought this might be an ad for a kid version of Zoloft, but no, it's a promotion for the Bo Jackson fan club. And what a promotion indeed. You know, I could really learn something about the power of lying to children. In many of these comics, they offer these Marvel t-shirts with various characters from the Marvel universe on them. Look how badass these things are. Damn, dude, I would totally buy all of these. It's such a tease now. Next, another 2-page ad that looks like it's coming straight out of the show Robot Chicken, Action Man. And apparently, he's big on action. Oh yes, a white man in a martial arts gi. In the 80s and 90s, this truly was the generic go-to if it was to be understood that you were, in fact, a badass. He can't be that much of a badass, though, with that huge scar on the side of his cheek. I guess he wasn't wearing his deep fryer basket face mask the day that happened. Here are some beautifully illustrated trading cards from Marvel, with a drain at the bottom of the page with the words that say, drool here. Okay.
These things suck.
Mega Man! I fucking love Mega Man! Help Mega Man? I'll help Mega Man! I don't really need to know anything else about this ad. You already have all my money, Capcom. Look at this highfalutin local comic book store taking out a full-page ad in a national comic book. Damn, these guys must have had some deep pockets. Or it must be because they're so badass that they were able to expand into a national market. I wonder if there are any local places like that in my town. Video Game Rescue. Here's an ad for the first Mortal Kombat port to the home video game systems. Yeah, this game was pretty damn big in the 90s. I remember playing this game and thinking it was okay. But then...
You weak, pathetic fool.
Fucking Mortal Kombat 2 came out and changed everything. I loved this game, and to this day, it is my favorite of all the Mortal Kombat games. And I guess Acclaim felt it necessary to also take the piss out of Street Fighter while they were at it. They're both great games, just different styles. Leave them alone, Acclaim. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, the video game. Oh, Keanu. I'm gonna take the blue pill and forget this shitty game ever existed. But we can't blame LJN for this. Ah yes, the shitty gaming publisher known as LJN and that distinctive rainbow behind the lettering.
In nature, this is known as aposematism, or more commonly referred to as warning coloration. Animals that display this are usually trying to tell the predator, hey, neither one of us is going to benefit by you messing with me. You're probably going to die or get seriously messed up. Instances of aposematism could be conspicuous coloration, sounds, odors, or any other perceivable characteristic. So basically, if you see the rainbow, stay away.
Here's a Legion of Heroes comic from 1984 with an ad for the Mario Bros. Arcade game port to the Atari 2600. I might sound a little ignorant by saying this, but I actually had no idea there was ever a Mario game on the Atari. That's quite baffling and ironic, seeing as once Atari crumbled and Nintendo took over, Atari would start slipping their games onto Nintendo consoles under the pseudonym Tengen. What the fuck is this? Pryor's Place? As in Richard Pryor? One of the greatest stand-ups ever and definitely not kid-friendly? Surrounded by a bunch of kids shows and video game characters? Now I'm even more confused. I guess at some point in his career, Richard Pryor apparently hosted a kids show. This must have been the peak of his crack smoking. Moving on. Oh, and it begins! One of the first advertisements for Sonic the Hedgehog. And in the first paragraph, they already want you to know about his major attitude and also how Sega Genesis is leading the 16-bit revolution. And it's East versus West now, people. Biggie versus Tupac. You had to pick a side. And I sided with Nintendo because Mega Man! Oh my god, Stickly. Nobody under the age of 25 is even gonna know what the hell this is. But I used to watch Nick in the Afternoon with this fuckernaut all the time. He was a popsicle stick with a really annoying voice who hosted Nick in the Afternoon, which was basically a show that played all the new Nicktoon shows that would later go on to become cult classics such as Rocko's Modern Life, Rugrats, Doug, Real Monsters. Oh man, the good old days. Just as a bonus, I figured I'd throw in some old ads from a few GamePro magazines from the early 2000s. In this full-page ad, we see the game that put the Microsoft Xbox on the map, Halo. I remember clear as day when this game first came out and everybody flipped their shit like they had never seen a first-person shooter before. I honestly didn't think this game was that great. I still sincerely don't see what all the fuss was about. With games like Turok 2, Perfect Dark, GoldenEye 007, Doom, the list of great first-person shooters goes on. I just never understood the Halo hype. Oh yeah, this definitely isn't a kid's comic book advertisement anymore. This is so blatant it's almost insulting to my intelligence. Big boobs, hot cartoon chick, which takes up about 70% of the page, I might add, with the actual product they are selling squeezed off to the side as the ad so brazenly asks, "Are you cool enough?" Yes. Where's that drool here ad when you need it? Oh, yeah. But remember though, tobacco is wacko. Only if you're a teen though. If you're an adult, it's totally cool, and you just can't be a kid and be smoking because then we might get sued, but please, for the love of God, buy our products as soon as you're legally able to do so. But not weed, though. Not weed, because it's illegal and the government can't make any money off of it. Yet. Tried to email Uranus. Made a hat out of ground beef, man. Heard my hair grow, man. Spent the night in jail. Marijuana? Harmless? Now we have an old Best Buy ad showing the typical stoned Gen X douche holding a Rage Against the Machine CD, talking about his 400-watt car amps and how he wants to be heard from 5 blocks away. God, dude, we trained people to be like this. And here's the proof. But look at all those racks of CDs. Like, seriously, look at them. This is how Best Buy stores used to look, and I liked it. Go there now, I dare you. Just go to a Best Buy location right now and look how absolutely obsolete CDs have become. And then try to find the thing that has replaced them. And you know what you'll find? Nothing. There is no physical thing anymore that is replacing the CD. You know why? Because people steal music off the internet and don't pay for it. Or they stream it for free off their damn cell phones. Moving on. And finally some more slightly sexist advertising, and that about wraps it up.
Well, that made me feel old. And apparently pretty grumpy towards the end, too. Either way, I hope you enjoyed taking this little walk down memory lane with me. I hope everybody has a happy holiday season and an even better new year. I look forward to growing my channel, expanding my audience, and pursuing even more interesting ideas to keep you entertained. I've had so much fun this year growing this YouTube channel from the ground up, seriously, and I really want to genuinely thank everybody who has helped me or supported me in any way. It's literally meant the world to me, and I hope to continue to do this in 2016 and go bigger and better and whatever else there is that I could say at this point that can't think of right now. So anyway, have a good night, everybody. Thank you.
Should old acquaintance be forgotten, never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgotten, days of old lang syne? Don't be a dick, don't drink too much, and remember to hit subscribe. New videos to celebrate New Year's 2005. It's not New Year's 2005, it's New Year's 2016. What are you, like my mom? I'm just saying your song is factually inaccurate. Look, I don't know if you've noticed or not by now, but nobody is watching this video anymore. I can do or say whatever the fuck I want right now, and nobody is gonna hear it. Check it out. I'm into girls with camel toes, my dick is child size. My parents' house is where I live, and I've slept with 14 guys. And see, watch, I will never get called out on any of that. Yeah, you're kind of fucked in the head, aren't you? Happy New Year's, everybody!